Hello again, YouTube. This is the Truth Man. I want to talk about emasculation, how women emasculate men before I get into some other things with the rest of my night. But we're going to talk about some ways that women emasculate men. We're going to watch a couple clips about it. And then we're going to see y'all later on with more videos. So I just want you to know, and I just want you to understand that it is the devil. Every time, 10 out of 10, 100 out of 100, when a woman emasculates a man. The Most High has nothing to do with that. He created men, told us to be fruitful and multiply, to dominate. We're supposed to dominate women. That's God's will, that's God's way. And if they dominating us, we know we in the devil's will, in the devil's way. So I want to get into some ways that women emasculate men. And some of y'all, you trying to talk about you just wanted them, you want to work it out with women that are emasculating you. And you don't know it. So I'm going to give you some ways to know. The first way that I want to mention is when she denies you sex. When a woman denies a man sex, don't believe none of her spirituality. Like when they try to talk like they spiritual, but they doing this to their man, you should be, your eyes should be all the way up at the ceiling. Shade. Because a truly spiritual woman is not going to do these things. A woman who might have a gripe within herself, with herself, or with the Most High, those are the ones who do these things. And when I play this first clip, this video right here, this woman will agree with me. And look at the name of the Happy Wife School. Come on, man. So the first thing they do when they're emasculating a man is they'll deny him sex, but yet if he goes and gets it somewhere else, he's a bad guy. He's an evil guy. They're going to break up with him. They're going to try to take him for what it's worth, but yet they emasculate him by half performing. A half performance, you might as well not perform. It's just as bad, if not worse, than you not doing it at all. But this is how they emasculate you. They hold, next thing, they'll hold a grudge against you over a situation, an event, or word said where you were actually right. But they want to make you think that you were wrong. So they give you the silent treatment. They don't apologize. They're emasculating you when they do this. Let's go to this first clip. And y'all know I don't care. I'm not paying that $11 right now. Not for that. I'll just watch the ad. Smithfield Foods.
Women emasculate men as a reflection of how we feel about ourselves. So it stems back to the unhealthy relationship we have with ourselves as well.
Y'all hear her, right? It stems back from the unhealthy relationship that they have with themselves. So they want to attack somebody else because it's something going on within them that ain't right.
Women, which stems from our inability to understand and be in control of our emotional state. Our unhealthy relationship also stems from the choices and decisions we make in our lives out of integrity and character of who we are that cause us to feel bad about ourselves.
Listen to her now. Listen to her. I'm gonna let it play.
And because we are pain avoiders and do not want to confront ourselves and the choices and decisions we make that deteriorate our sense of self-worth, our sense of self, our sense of feeling good about who we are, we project that onto our husbands. So all the things as women that we just...
like I told y'all before, I don't believe hardly any divorce is because of the man. Cheating is not, no. There's just no. Especially in situations where half performance from her was involved or no performance was involved. And then he went out and took matters into his own hands keeping his masculinity and wouldn't mess with somebody else. And they say, oh, he cheated. Oh, I'm going to take you for everything you got. Oh, no. Just no.
Despise and hate about ourselves, we then project onto our husbands and we tear them down as a reflection.
She telling the truth.
Of how badly we feel about ourselves.
And anytime you see a wife that's tearing her husband down, you already know something going on with her. These women that tear the most high down. Why he do this? Why you don't do that? Won't you go ask him? And if you know if they'll tear him down, they'll tear you down. I mean, come on, man.
And this is a good time in this question, and thank you for the question. It's a good time to reiterate my camp that I do not subscribe to camp victim, which is modern day therapy and psychology, that it is our childhood, our daddy issues, our relationship with our mom, our past traumas that cause us as women to be.
And I would say this is not, to me, it's just my opinion. It's not a bad looking older white guy or white girl. White girl, I said guy. I don't even judge guys. But anyway, y'all get what I'm saying. Look, happy wife school. See, her appearance is being upgraded by the truth shining in her heart and mind. See, it's something about when a woman knows the truth and she speaks on the truth that she knows. I don't think this is a bad looking older lady, y'all. I don't. And what she's saying is definitely a good thing. I'm gonna let you hear the rest of it. Just check this out.
Be so unhappy in ourselves. There is no way out of that. We will be a victim forever. I subscribe to Camp Take Responsibility, that as an adult, how we feel about ourselves and the very life we have is a reflection of our choices and decisions, not our past, not our upbringing, not our relationship with our parents, not our daddy issues.
Listen to her. That's another thing, y'all. When they got them daddy issues, you better recognize. You think you gonna love or she gonna love you and she got daddy issues? I'm telling you, man. Hey, listen to me. And listen to her. She telling you. I ain't even really got to say nothing. All I got to do is let this keep playing.
That we are responsible, and it's the choices and decisions or lack of choices and decisions we make as women that deteriorate, again, our sense of self-worth and how we feel about ourselves. When we live out of integrity, we take shortcuts in life, we are unkind to our husband and others in our life, we put on a facade, we're faking it, it causes us to feel really bad about ourselves. And again, we don't want to face that, so we take how we feel about ourselves out on our husbands so that we don't have to be accountable.
And you could tell when somebody is bringing forth something that they really done researched and understood. I don't know, y'all. Maybe it's just, maybe she's looking better. Like to me, it's just me, but like when people embrace a harsh truth, a harsh reality like this, I think it changes the countenance of their face.
And be exposed to it. And the challenge is that when we live as victims, blaming other people and our husbands for how we feel, we have no self-awareness. There is no self-awareness in being a victim. Mm-hmm. Because our sole focus and lens is on what our husbands are doing to cause us to feel this way. And we have no capacity to look at ourselves and how we are creating the experience we are having. So that's why we have to move into Camp Take Responsibility of what is it about me? What are the choices and decisions I have made to have caused me to feel this way? Because then we can have a solution. But it stems from our own.
And if you don't notice, this is what she's talking about. Why do women emasculate men?
the emasculation stems from our own self-hatred, our own self-esteem and lack of confidence that we don't want to face and don't.
It's usually the ones that lack inner confidence within themselves that do it. These the ones that they want to attack you. Man, you not being a man. You need to be a man. How can a woman tell a man he need to be a man? She don't know what it's like to be a man.
Have a constructive way to face that then causes us to emasculate. Hello again. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch today.
Look at our plaque.
For those women listening who know you are the problem and want a path forward to take responsibility to change your own inner turmoil and unhappiness, I have a course for women called the Happiness Program, which is the solution to the unhealthy relationship you have with yourself and the issues and challenges that you have in your life and your marriage. You can find the link in the description below to schedule a free consultation with me. And for the good men listening who want a solution to take back the power you have unknowingly given away to your wife, I have a course for you too called the Marriage Rescue Program for good men only.
I gotta pass on that. Okay, let's look at King Dre. I be watching King Dre, in case y'all don't know. I do be watching King Dre. Let's see what he had to say about it. He be having some interesting takes.
Wake up dry with Good Nights, the #1 bedwetting underwear.
Oh my God. People peeing on themselves.
Right now,
ads.
Your video that, y'all talk about your video that, the one that was like, oh, right? She's spilling the beans like this. You did a video, that's the first video I saw, it's called How I Used to Emasculate Men. And you listed some things. Can you share with my audience, the people, how you used to emasculate men or things that women do? You spoke on a little bit earlier. The things that women do, like subtle things that they do to emasculate their man in a situation.
Gives me chills. So basically, like how I used to emasculate men.
King Dre, y'all. Shout out to
a lot
him.
of times, I would compare them to other men. Like, oh,
bam. That brings me to number 2. Comparing to other men. They get mad at you. And now every guy they know is better than you. Such and such don't do this. Such and such don't do that. That's emasculation. They basically trying to act like these other dudes are more masculine than you.
Brittany's husband doesn't do this. Brittany, her husband does this or her husband does that, and like trying, but I think what women don't understand is that like that does not motivate a man to like do better. That just makes him resent you.
Exactly.
And
exactly. You basically tearing your house down with that. And then like most guys will be annoyed with you if day 4 you were comparing him to other dudes like they better than him. And then now when you want something, you trying to flip, you trying to be different. Most guys, you're gonna annoy the hell out of them with that. Their attitude gonna be, okay, you think those dudes better than me, go get what you need from them dudes then. You think your ex is better than me, go get what you need from him then. I'm telling you, this is how they be emasculating.
It makes him just like get, just kind of like tears them down, and inherently it makes them think that they can't.
And again, stop letting these women tear y'all down, man. If they try, you already know there's no relationship. If they doing the things or not doing the things that I'm gonna talk about in this video, there's no relationship, man. You say, but we got kids, and so you gonna let her emasculate you because y'all got kids. You shouldn't care what your pastor think. You shouldn't care what your parents, your in-law. Listen, if she emasculating you, she gotta go. Simple as that. There's no coming back from a woman who emasculates you, because she's not gonna respect you. If she knows she doing these things, saying these things, she's just unwise. You need a wise woman. And the phone is shaking because I'm moving. You need a wise woman. If she like doing these things, that she's not really cutting it for you. The one that you need somebody who don't try to emasculate you, who allow you to walk in your masculinity, and she respects it and she appreciates it. Ain't nothing good enough for the woman who emasculates a man.
Make you happy. And so they'll like let you go and be like, here, go be with Brittany's husband if he can make you happy. You know, like.
Yeah, that's how we think. They think they really gonna change you. That's because they don't have wisdom. They gonna make you be like, all right, well, go get with him then. See if you can take him from her. They not getting nowhere with it, but yet they keep trying to do it.
Just doesn't do anything. And I would, again, in that video, I said,
look at all these videos showing up.
Hold attention in spicy time. It's funny. I can't, in the TikTok world, I have to be PC.
Right.
And I wasn't doing it on purpose. I was, but I was also.
And I hope, this is old, but I'm pretty sure King Dre is smart enough not to be digging this chick, because she'll come back to that and do it to him. I've heard him, man. He understands this.
So like, the silent treatment and like all the things that
silent treatment. There it is. That's another way. That's number 3. They emasculate men. That go hand in hand with number 2. By trying to be silent. You were in the wrong. But you don't apologize. And you don't talk to him because you don't want to believe you were in the wrong. Number 4, shutting down. Women emasculate men by shutting down in situations that need to be discussed. But we're going to keep going.
To kind of control, because we know that sex is something that we can use.
And every guy at the sound of my voice, I don't care if you're in the church, I don't care if your church is sanctimonious, stop letting these women control you with sex, man. Know and understand that the Most High never set it up that way, and the Most High has full understanding in what you choose to do. The Most High never gave women any power over you. So if they play these games with you, just know that you can replace them. And ain't nothing gonna go wrong between you and the Most High.
It's a card that we have, and a smart woman knows that, like, it's like a reward system. But here's the catch.
Please.
Is that what you were talking about earlier is, well, I'm afraid sometimes.
That brings me to the next thing. Reward systems are emasculation. Before you got married, most of you, women wanted to drop them drawers for you. They, for no reason at all. You wasn't doing nothing for them. You wasn't paying their bills. But they wanted to do that. Now you married, and it's like you got to be a good boy to get a treat, like a dog. That's emasculation, man.
To give this information out to women, because if they use it for bad.
Yes.
And a man will never forgive you if you use it for bad. Like, they can sniff it. You guys can smell it out so far.
Yeah.
If we use it to manipulate you, if we use it to control you. So like, you have to, you have to take that off the table. You cannot use sex as a weapon, right, or as a tool.
And that's what they do. They don't, listen, man, I've been having sex. I had to wake up and see that it was being used against me as a weapon. And it wasn't nothing nice when I woke up and saw the truth about that. It wasn't nothing nice from that point, man. It's like I was praying to God, like, man, what's the problem? And I'm gonna be honest with you, the answers I was getting, I was shocked. That's when I started learning about how women weaponize sex against you. From me just praying, trying to find the answers in the things that I was dealing with. And the Most High was showing me, you don't have to be with this person or that person. You choose who you be with. You make women do right by you. I mean, I was shocked. I just couldn't believe it. Because I'm listening to these preachers, and it's like, now I'm looking at them like, man, you're a false prophet. Go sit down somewhere. Because I'm listening to what they saying and what the Most High was saying, even in the scripture. I'm like, nah, man. This the devil talking through these people. Anytime men are being emasculated, if it's your pastor, if he's saying stuff that emasculates you, you know it's the devil. It ain't from the Most High, I'm telling you.
For manipulation. You know, I would criticize, and like I remember my ex-fiance would like leave his clothes next to the clothes pin. You know, he would like leave it right next to the clothes pin or the, you know, versus like putting them in. Yeah, and I'd be like, you know, I have to take care of a child now too, you know, and a fiance. Yeah.
Emasculation. So she think, now watch this. If you pick up her clothes, it's cool. You wash her clothes, it's cool. When it's her though, oh, this is wrong with me. That's wrong with me. Oh, this. That's emasculation. The double standard is the next thing. Double standards are her emasculating you. She's like, you should be glad. That's why I tell y'all, do not, when they turn you down, keep it moving. Because eventually, that ugly face is going to pop up. And they might not be ugly in terms of their appearance, but I'm talking in terms of if she rejected you initially for whatever reason, then the whole time you with her, she gonna think that she's better than you and that you don't deserve her. So you should have just kept it moving. When they reject you, keep it moving. And I would tell you this, try to talk to somebody in their face. When they say something like, you rejected me, what, I'm supposed to stop living? I'm supposed to stop talking to women because you rejected me? No, you're supposed to keep talking. And all you hurt dudes that won't talk because some woman didn't do right by you, man, you better shoot your shot, man, and have some fun out here.
I know, I was bad.
You'd have been cut.
I don't care if you had a bad marriage. See, I disagree with guys that try to tell you to just give up. You don't gotta marry them. They could be concubines or something else. But, hey, listen, touching on them is fun. Having sex with them is fun. But when you go to the next step, like commitment and stuff, you better know what you're getting yourself into. Because she telling you what they do. I'm telling you, most guys is emasculate. I be looking at them. Like one dude said, I cracked a joke that they didn't get because he said, after 36 years, I see that my wife is always right. And I went to another store. I said, man, it seemed like when that guy said that his wife was always right, it made my stomach queasy. They didn't get the joke because they probably was simping too.
That was a bit.
I'm gonna wrap this up in less than a minute.
I mean, so I was like, I know. I'm admitting it. I'm telling you guys, like this is, we say it sometimes.
So let's wrap this up, man. I gave y'all enough. I could have kept going, but I gave y'all enough. Like I give you the opportunity to let me know if you want more on this subject. He even said it. Look at this video. I could have went to this. What women do to emasculate men. Like he said, it builds resentment. Stay tuned for more videos. This is Truth Man. The channel is the No Matrix, No Simping All Subjects channel.